The visit was held at the farm of Mr. Boaz Rutera in Bugangala Chidiconry. They were joined by Mama Florence Asimwe, wife of Bishop Onesimus Asimwe of North Kigezi, Reverend Canon Eric Bingana Mugenzi, the Diocesan Secretary, and Mr. Sadiq Adams, the Provincial Communications Officer of the Church of Uganda, together with other clergy and leaders. During the visit, Reverend Buregyeya explained that the main purpose was to learn best practices in agriculture, especially coffee growing, so that Christians are empowered to fight poverty. He noted that his parish has already planted 6 acres of coffee as part of a wider commitment to self-sustainability.
Abanyine timu mpango ku rwumbuliso rwa Kancerere abo kuja kurambura ibikwate n'ibyo buhinji umwani urutoke okugira nabo bakuguke umuhinga cyo basise kurwa mu bworo no kugira ntunguka kandi cyo cyonka nk'abakristayo bayika hamwanya tire twahingireho umwani mwinji munonga nkai eka zararenga nkai 5 ubwo mwani barasa kugongera ngo bukugo okurugira ko kutwareba okugira ngo base kutayiza ekanisa kandi kugira ngo ekanisa yabindi ntasya abantu n'abashomera babaje nabo kabaragaruka nk'amani.
The North Kigezi Diocesan Secretary emphasized that the church depends on the economic well-being of Christians for survival and development. He pointed out that income-generating activities such as coffee farming provide a strong foundation for the growth of the church, and that the diocese has already embarked on similar projects to support the ministry.
The church depends on Christians for survival, for funding. But the Christians cannot give to the church if they are poor. So first of all, we need to develop, to increase income generating for households. So when they get better, then the church gets better. Even the church itself is, all churches in North Kigezi Diocese are encouraged to grow coffee in particular to increase the income for the church. So it's very important because the church will harvest from the projects of coffee in particular, and also the Christians will be empowered and will have what to give to the church.
Mama Florence Asimwe commended the hard work of Mr. and Mrs. Rutera in coffee farming and encouraged church leaders to embrace farming as a way of achieving sustainability and improving community livelihoods.
Mr. and Mrs. Rutera, Boaz and Syria have done a good job. They have planted coffee, they have had good plantations of banana plantation which have sustained them. And as a church, we have a lot to learn from them. We learn that you can have sustainable development as a church because you have coffee, you harvest, and then you can develop the church. You will not struggle as a church and depend on the Sunday collections. If you have coffee and a banana plantation, you are able to have your personal development as individuals and also as a church. You cannot struggle, you cannot beg, you cannot rely on anyone. It is self-sustaining. So as North Kigezi, for us, we have come to learn that we need to be self-sustaining in learning how to grow coffee.
The Provincial Communications Officer, Mr. Sadiq Adams, said that the Church of Uganda is committed to household and community transformation. He explained that the church cannot depend solely on tithes and offerings, but must also adopt practical strategies for sustainability.
The Church of Uganda has been focusing on household and community transformation of our Christians. But largely after COVID-19, which taught us the negative effects that we can no longer survive on tithing, on Christian giving every Sunday, it's when we decided to focus on self-sustainability of the Church of Uganda. It is our core model as a vision for Church of Uganda to be a faster growing, sustainable, Christ-centered church. What is happening at the moment, we are having benchmarking visits, learning from each other, a church visiting successful farmers to learn how they are doing, how other dioceses are doing. These exchange visits are very important to learn from best practices, the challenges and the weaknesses, and how best they can overcome those challenges.
Mr. Rutera, who hosted the team, urged churches to put their land to productive use instead of leaving it idle. He explained that relying on Sunday collections is not sustainable in the long term, and agriculture projects can provide more reliable income.
So now every church at least has enough land, but it is unfortunate that every piece of land at all those church headquarters lie idle. But what I'm actually appealing, what I'm actually encouraging our church leaders, I'm advising them that they should actually cooperate with Christians. They get the free labor, make those plantations at least 2, even if they don't intercrop them, because they have enough land. Because for me, what I've seen, I've gathered the Christians at our parish every Tuesday. We just go to the church and provide free labor, look after our coffee, look after our banana plantations, and we are doing well. That's why even we are a model parish, and every church actually should learn from us and do the same. The advantage of having actually the coffee, all the projects actually at the church, not only coffee, it will actually ease the burden of Christians looking for money every time.
The benchmarking tour reflects the Church of Uganda's ongoing efforts to integrate agriculture into ministry, ensuring that Christians are not only spiritually nourished but also economically empowered. For Church of Uganda Family TV News, I'm Jacob Nwamanya, reporting from Rukunjiri District.
Sai gunazi zeza twebaza